What makes companies not just successful, but visionary? Why do some organizations endure for decades, even centuries, while others disappear after short bursts of success? That is the central question Jim Collins and Jerry Porras explored in their groundbreaking book, Built to Last: Successful Habits of Visionary Companies, first published in 1994. Based on a 6-year research project at Stanford, the authors compared 18 visionary companies with their direct competitors. Both groups were successful, but the visionary companies like Disney, Procter & Gamble, 3M, and Hewlett-Packard consistently outperformed their peers over the long term. The research revealed common principles that explain why some companies build lasting greatness while others fade away. The first lesson is the power of core ideology. Visionary companies are anchored by a strong core ideology, a combination of core values and core purpose. These are not slogans or PR statements, but deeply held beliefs that guide decisions across generations. Core ideology provides stability, a compass that remains constant even as strategies and products change. Great companies preserve their core while stimulating progress. The second lesson is more than profits. Visionary companies focus on more than making money. Profit is essential, but it is not the sole purpose. Instead, they pursue a broader mission, whether it's innovation, customer service, or social impact. Paradoxically, by focusing on more than profit, these companies often become more profitable in the long run because they attract loyalty, trust, and long-term commitment. The third lesson is the concept of BHAGs big, hairy, audacious goals. Visionary companies set bold, challenging goals that inspire and stretch the organization. BHAGs are not safe or incremental. They are ambitious visions that create excitement and drive. Examples include NASA's mission to put a man on the moon or Microsoft's original goal of putting a computer on every desk. These goals provide focus and energy, rallying people to something bigger than themselves. The fourth lesson is the preservation of core and stimulation of progress. Collins and Porras emphasize the paradox at the heart of visionary companies. They hold tightly to core values while constantly adapting and innovating. They do not cling to products or strategies, but remain faithful to purpose. This combination of stability and dynamism allows them to endure change. The fifth lesson is the cult-like culture. Visionary companies often have strong, distinctive cultures that may seem extreme to outsiders. These cultures reinforce the core ideology, demanding alignment and commitment from employees. This does not mean rigid conformity in all things, but it does mean clarity. You either fit the culture or you don't. Strong cultures provide cohesion and identity, sustaining the company through ups and downs. The sixth lesson is try a lot of stuff and keep what works. Visionary companies are not necessarily more strategic, but they are more experimental. They generate variation, encourage new ideas, and accept failure as part of progress. By trying many things and keeping what works, they evolve naturally, much like biological systems. This adaptability ensures long-term survival. The seventh lesson is homegrown management. Visionary companies develop leaders from within, rather than relying heavily on outsiders. This continuity ensures that leaders understand and embody the core ideology. By cultivating talent internally, companies preserve culture while adapting to change. The eighth lesson is the importance of clock building, not time telling. Collins and Porras argue that visionary companies don't depend on charismatic leaders or single brilliant products. Instead, they build enduring systems, processes, and cultures like a clock that keeps ticking that last beyond any one person or moment. This contrasts with time tellers, who can give the right answer now, but leave no lasting institution. The ninth lesson is the avoidance of the tyranny of the or. Visionary companies embrace the genius of the and. Instead of choosing between short-term and long-term profit and purpose, continuity and change, they find ways to pursue both. This ability to hold paradoxes without compromise is a hallmark of resilience. The 10th lesson is that greatness is built, not born. Visionary companies were not always great. They became great through discipline, clarity, and persistence. They are not perfect, nor are they always led by geniuses. What sets them apart is the commitment to their core and the consistent practice of habits that create lasting institutions. So how do we apply Built to Last today? First, clarify your core ideology. Define the values and purpose that will guide your actions beyond immediate profits. Second, aim for more than money. Pursue goals that inspire loyalty and meaning. Third, set BHAGs. Challenge yourself and your team with bold visions that energize and stretch. Fourth, preserve your core but stimulate progress. Stay true to purpose while adapting strategies. Fifth, build a strong culture. Be clear about values, attract those who align, and let go of those who don't. Sixth, experiment often. Don't fear failure, try many things, and keep what works. Seventh, grow leaders from within. Develop talent that understands and embodies your purpose. Eighth, focus on clock building. Create systems and institutions that endure beyond individuals. Ninth, embrace the genius of the and. Balance paradoxes instead of forcing false choices. 10th, remember that greatness is built step by step. Discipline and consistency matter more than brilliance. Modern relevance is striking. In today's business world, many companies chase short-term profits, investor demands, or trends. Yet Collins and Porras show that lasting greatness comes from deeper foundations. For individuals, the lessons apply as well. Define your personal core values and purpose. Pursue goals larger than yourself. Be willing to experiment, fail, and adapt. Focus on building habits and systems in your life that endure beyond temporary wins. The BHAG principle, for example, applies not just to companies, but to personal growth. Setting ambitious, meaningful goals, whether running a marathon, writing a book, or starting a movement, provides energy and focus. Preserving your core while stimulating progress applies to life too. Hold tightly to your values while staying open to change. Perhaps the most powerful part of Built to Last is its optimism. It shows that visionary companies are not accidents of history. They are built through clarity, discipline, and persistence. This means that greatness is accessible not just for companies, but for individuals and communities that commit to values, purpose, and endurance. This is especially relevant for startups and entrepreneurs. Many startups chase rapid growth and quick exits, but Collins and Porras show that lasting success requires thinking beyond the immediate. Startups that define a clear purpose, build strong cultures, and experiment consistently are more likely to endure. The principles of clock building and BHAGs apply perfectly to young companies. Don't rely on a single product or founder build systems and a vision that can outlive both. Even outside business, the lessons resonate. Communities, non-profits, and even personal lives benefit from core ideology, experimentation, and endurance. A non-profit focused only on immediate fundraising may burn out, while one anchored in core values with a bold mission can inspire generations. An individual chasing quick wins may feel empty, while one building habits and pursuing a long-term vision creates a legacy. The big takeaway from Built to Last is this: lasting greatness is not about luck, charisma, or short-term success. It is about building enduring institutions with clear purpose, strong culture, and disciplined habits. Visionary companies and visionary lives are built, not born. That was Built to Last by Jim Collins and Jerry Porras, broken down into its most powerful lessons in under 10 minutes. Which lesson resonates most with you? The power of core ideology, the ambition of BHAGs, or the discipline of clock building? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and remember, greatness is built to last.